I love Ross, and look at what I got. This is called, you can't really see it there, but this is called a scapulary, which is a Catholic necklace. And the traditional one is really made out of string, and it's way longer because it's got two of those. See one in the back. And it's supposed to be way long, and you're supposed to put it around your neck, but under your shoulder. And when I was little, my uncle, my great uncle, gave me one just like this one, except made out of gold. This one's not. But it's just a thing from my childhood. I saw it like 2 days ago, and I'm like, I have to have it. Um, and you could say I'm a lapsed Catholic in that I don't follow their teachings, but I do pray and I have a whole system. And it does include the Virgin. So, um, but scapularies were something of the past, and then they kind of disappeared. And now on the beach, you'll see a lot of these hot brown boys walking around with scapularies without a shirt on, kind of done in the traditional way. So, yeah. Greed, not a good thing. I'm not a communist. I do believe in the free market system, and I do believe in ambition, but greed, that's a whole different ball game. And I think one of the diseases of our modern times is this absurd logic of greed, of everything for me. I am the center of the universe, and I see it everywhere. I see it, just in my personal life. I see it in business, and it's never good. I just had a chocolate orgy with Lint's dark chocolate with a touch of sea salt, and this one from Whole Foods, which is dark chocolate with pears and almond. And the winner is this one. I mean, love you, Whole Foods, and this is very sophisticated palate. But the truth is, I'm a short order cook, and I like me some dirty chocolate. And not that this is like, Hershey's milk chocolate. It's still like dark chocolate. But this one was way better. I just saw This Is the End with Seth Rogen, Jay Baruchel, I think is the way you say his name, James Franco. Who else is in it? Other people in it. I had read about it like 3 months ago. Seth Rogen also wrote Ted, which I loved. I know some people didn't like it, but I liked it. It was, yeah, I liked it. Yeah. All right, so I've been pulling up this GQ lately. So there was an article in here about AshleyMadison.com. For those of you that don't know what AshleyMadison.com is, it's that website where people go to cheat. Like if you're married but you want to cheat on your spouse, you go there, you, I guess, make a profile, and then you find somebody. And the guy who wrote it made himself a profile and didn't. He has a girlfriend, so he set up dates but didn't actually hook up with three different girls were in the article. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hot. I just I don't understand people who in this day and age cheat. I feel like the internet and with as much as we know now, that if you are a person who wants to fuck around, either A, be in an open relationship, or B, don't be in a relationship at all. It just sounded really mean. Besides the fact that these women seem to be, oh, by the way, all the women in the article all came from really conservative backgrounds. They had married really young, only to discover later that they'd like to be, I don't know, tied up against a wall, and they were very adventurous sexually. And that I think is awesome because they all seem to be liberated sexually, but just stuck in these situations. And that part I don't understand. And speaking of sex, new show on Showtime called Masters of Sex, about based on the story of Masters and Johnson. I get these two scientists who studied sexual responses, and it had never been done before, and it was on Showtime, and it was hot. It is really hot, really interesting, really well written. Well done. So, keeping on the sex theme, I I worked with this alternative healer once who told me that the three things that make the world go round are love, sex, and money. And I was like Scooby. I was like, "What?" um. Anyways, so 6 months ago, I gave up being online, meaning gave up not being online normally, but just gave up my sex profiles online. Adam, Manhunt, Grinder, Scruff, Growler, Growl. And it was a challenge, but it's doable. I had done it before, once before, when I went to Los Angeles. I gave it up for a year. It's doable, and I get more done. I get a lot more done. And that is a waste of time. I'm not against hooking up casually, but I'm against wasting time. So, yeah, that was good. And then 3 weeks ago, I decided to give up watching pornography, any kind of pornography on the internet or I'm saying this on the tails. There's two movies about sexual compulsion coming out, and I have to say that this is hard. No pun intended. This is really hard. It's really hard to not. I don't watch pornography. I don't, order it on the internet, and it is a huge challenge.